We're living in a time where people are looking for solutions. And the one thing I always say and believe is that IBASA is a solution provider, simply because of the role that we play for SMMEs. Everybody has an opportunity to be great, but sometimes what you need is a mentor, sometimes what you need is advice. And that is what we do. We are there to make sure that whoever says they're giving business advice, it's quality, it's professional, and it actually works. We pride ourselves in knowing that our business advisors and mentors live up to a code of conduct that definitely makes sure that they deliver for whoever it may be. What do I think of IBASA? I think that we are the thought leader in SMMEs. We're making a difference. And everybody who's interested in making SMMEs work should be a part of us, because we know how to make it work.
I joined the IBA many years ago when it first started in South Africa, and basically I joined it because I wanted the membership of a professional body. It helps me with my client base, and it also keeps me up to date with industry norms and standards.
We need to meet the requirements of SAQA, and the institution is in the process of putting together a state-of-the-art website that will allow more interaction between the members and the institution. Once that website is up and running, it's going to be easier for members to participate in other education and training activities that the organization is going to be running from now and going into the future. So we want to be a learning organization. We want our members to be a learning team of business advisors. We want our members to be very current on contemporary issues that are affecting the business advisory space, landscape in South Africa, and therefore we need to ensure that our education and training as an organization is built up, reinforced, developed and improved over time to ensure that we are able to support the development agenda of the nation.
I want to acknowledge that I've got big boots to fill with the previous chairman, immediate successor, Mr. Septi Bakula. I also want to acknowledge the role that I will play in assisting the board, and we work as a collective in the best interest of the organization, the profession and its membership. We shall continue endeavor to grow the organization in terms of what it stands for. This organization as IBASA has got a big role to play in terms of growing the economy of South Africa. The economy is the engine room of this South African economy, is the SMEs, and our members is playing that role in servicing the SME sector in order to grow the economy even to further heights.
IBASA is the future and a key strategic vehicle and a partner with the government in growing the SME sector. With the certification you get from IBASA, it gives you that status when you go in the industry and seeking opportunities to mentor and coach the SMMEs, because being recognized as certified by IBASA, that automatically gives you a professional status. IBASA has a very bright future because currently there is a huge challenge with SMMEs being incorporated into the formal business sector. And in order to get there, it really requires the professionals to take them there.
As the professional body in South Africa representing business advisors, IBASA of course has to look after the standards of the industry, of the profession, and the development of the members so that they can deliver the best possible service. And one of the ways that we are now planning to do that, and in fact are launching into quite soon, is webinars. And it allows us to draw on the expertise from our members. Some may be experts in certain fields that others can learn from, to then be the guests on these webinars. And then everyone can participate. In fact, we actually also allow non-members to participate in the webinars and learn more about trends in the industry, new developments and so on, so they can improve the service they deliver to their business clients. And apart from that, we're also looking at our website. In fact, the new website will have features that will allow the members to connect better, and in that way we build a community of practitioners.
I got the opportunity some years ago to join IBASA, and still today it's been a good journey for me. I received the opportunity to interact with some colleagues in the same industry that I'm working. I was able to join some of the colleagues on projects where my own outreach was too small. We joined in developing technologies that we could use in servicing our SME clients. I would recommend all business advisors and mentors to seriously considering joining IBASA.
I've been with the organization for over 10 years, since its inception years. It is the only professional body in the business advising field and consultancy field, and it's fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority. And the benefits to my clients is that they know they have the credibility of a professional body behind the person that they are dealing with.
I am the treasurer of the National Youth Chapter for IBASA. I would like to see change in business and business in youth, basically, and developing a greater nation in South Africa, and also interacting and expanding the network of business in other international countries. So this is who I am, and this is what I stand for as the IBASA Youth National Treasurer.
I'm currently doing my BTech degree in Operations Management at the University of Johannesburg, and I fell in love with the vision of IBASA, which I fell in love with because that's what I basically stand for. I aspire to be a social entrepreneur, meaning helping everyone around me to grow as we like to grow, because if everyone around you grows, you also grow automatically. So I feel IBASA plays a very major key in our economic situation right now, because at this particular point of our economic struggle, IBASA will actually make an improvement or a very huge impact in our economy.
IBASA is the only professional institute of business advisors in the country that is recognized by SAQA, South African Qualification Framework, in terms of the National Qualification Framework Act of 2008, also known as NQF Act of 2008. We are an independent, non-statutory body. Membership for IBASA is not compulsory, it's voluntary. However, there are institutions and organizations that would not be able to give you any assignments unless you are the member of IBASA. In other words, those organizations and companies, they have made it mandatory for you to be able to get work with them by being a member of IBASA. Now, apart from the primary objective of grading and accreditation of business advisors, we are also a standard setter. We set standards for this profession, whereby we also are responsible for the implementation and monitoring of those standards, which is very important as a professional body. And we also make sure that our members do comply with professional standards and that they comply with the CPD's continued professional development and ethics, good ethics, where we expect them to be people of integrity, professionals who can indeed execute their assignments in the business area without defrauding members. And that way, if indeed there is discussions as we speak now from government sectors where they believe that this profession needs to be regulated. We believe and we agree, we support that this profession must be regulated so that scrupulous people out there should not defraud people and steal from individuals who are attempting to make a living out of their businesses. And we are glad that we're receiving support from government agencies like CEDA, CIFA, and NYDA, and various institutions and organizations that we are working with, like universities, where we capacitate our members in terms of their knowledge and skill.